Hey everyone, today's twirling fundamental is going to be vertical split fingers. I know in several of the other ones that I have done both vertical and horizontal in the same video. Thought about it. I think I'm going to do each individual video, one for vertical, one for horizontal, just because I think it would be too much information and a little bit confusing. So let's split those up. So today is going to be vertical split fingers, both right and left. I want to preface this by let's continue to make sure that we are well aware of where our baton is in relation to our body. We do not want to mirror image this video. You do not want to learn this stuff backwards, so let's always be very mindful that you are going the same direction that I am going. Okay, so at first I'm going to get really close, well, as close as I can without knocking this setup over, so that you have a good look at my fingers, and then I'll back up and show you what it looks like all put together. Okay, so let's do vertical split fingers. You're going to hold it thumb to ball. Remember, the ball is the big end. We're going to start in our right hand. Okay, so when I say split fingers, it's literally going to split your fingers. The first part is you're going to get to in between your second and your third finger. That's why you call it split fingers, because it's literally splitting your fingers in half. Okay, so the first part, you're going to hold it like you would normally. Okay, and you're going to bring the ball of your baton around to the right side, and you're going to thread it between your first finger, between your first and second, and between your second and third. And you're going to hold it. Now you see, it is in between. Here's my 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? It's right in between those fingers. So the first part of this twirl, you're going to bring it around and go through the first 2 fingers and stop. Okay? And at this point in time, if you're learning this, you can stop it right here, okay? With practice, you'll get faster, okay? Now, if you'll notice, when I go 1, 2, stop, my baton is still going to want to go this way, away from my body, okay? Remember, we talked about momentum. We want the baton to go in the same direction. So, as it's going forward like that, I want you to bring it over like you're doing a giant figure 8. Okay, remember figure 8s? Okay, well, think about it being a really giant figure 8 when you do them for split finger twirls. Okay, so you've done your 1 to 2 and you've stopped. Okay, it's wanting to go this way. It wants to continue going away from me forward, so I'm going to bring it down in front of me. I'm going to bring it around to my left side. Okay, and it's still, if you notice, it's still going to want to go away from me, okay? Because it's going to come down and it's come around and it's still going to want to go away from me, and it's still in between my second and my third finger. It's going to want to unwind, okay? Now it's back to the beginning, and I'm holding it just like I was holding it over here, okay? Still wanting to go forward, so you're going to bring it around, and it's 1 to 2 again. Hoping I'm close enough that you can see that. See, it's 1 to 2 again. Still wanting to go forward. 2 to 1. See, now it's not in between any of my fingers. It's between my thumb and my first finger now. Okay, so it's 1 to 2, stop. 2 to 1. Stop. 1 to 2, stop. 2 to 1, stop. Okay? Now, as you're practicing, you can get it to where you don't have to stop in between. But until that time, I would rather see you say 1 to 2, stop. 2 to 1. 1 to 2, 2 to 1. Okay? The speed will come later. Alright? Same thing with your left, okay? You're going to start on the left side of your body. You're going to start here, bring it back here, okay? Now, It's always going to be harder on your left side. You have to practice your left side. There is a few of us who are naturally talented at our left side. The high school sponsor is definitely a left-hander and definitely very talented with her left-handed twirling. I am not. I have to practice, but I'm just telling you, the muscles are inherently weaker on this hand for most people, so you are going to have to equally practice, if not more, on your left and your right. Okay? So same thing here. You're going to do the 1 to 2 and stop. Okay? It's still wanting to go forward. So you're going to let it come forward like you're doing a great big figure 8. You're going to bring it over here to the right, and you're going to go all the way to 2 to 1. Okay? See, it's not in between any of my fingers. Come around, 1 to 2. See, it's between, if you can see that, it's in between my second and third finger. Around to the first. Okay? It's okay. 1 to 2, stop. 2 to 1, stop. You want as much as possible to make sure that it is on the sides of your body. Bring it all the way over. This will be important later when you're trying to do this in both hands at the same time. Okay, just like that. Okay, so that's vertical wrist twirls. How about vertical split finger twirls? So those are the ones to work on. I'll continue to work on the names. Hopefully won't mess that up too many videos. And happy practicing, and see you next time.